Rock and roll, boys.
Yeah.
I guess we could have went first order.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It's a specific way.
So, fun starts. Can I go one shot of you guys and then go to the inside before it all gets rejected? Let's go. Good smile. Good. Good.
Please remain standing and direct your attention to my left to the colors as they're being presented by the 1st Infantry Division, Division Sustainment Brigade from Fort Riley. Manhattan High School senior choir members will now sing our national anthem. The choir is directed by Mr. Chad Poppy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fallon Trojanowski will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Fallon is the daughter of Jennifer and David Yates. She plans to attend Arizona State University, where she will major in medical science. Ladies and gentlemen, Fallon Trojanowski.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as the 1st Infantry Division, Division Sustainment Brigade exits. The senior Manhattan choir members will now sing our school song. You will find the words to our school song in your program. Class of 2022 and audience, you may be seated. My name is Michael Dorsch, principal of Manhattan High School. On behalf of USC 383 and Manhattan High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, our parents, our family and friends to the 108th commencement ceremony of Manhattan High School. I would like to recognize and thank the faculty and staff, especially those who have assisted in today's ceremony. A special thanks to Ms. Erin Spear and Mr. Dustin Duntz, senior grade level counselors, Ms. Heather Turner, senior grade level secretary, Ms. Barb Clark, Manhattan High School principal secretary, and once again, Dustin Duntz, Mr. Dustin Duntz, senior class sponsor. We want to truly thank our parents, our family members, and our friends for their time, dedication, and support of our graduates throughout the years that they've been in school. They could not have done it without you. I would like to also acknowledge the administrative team at Manhattan High School, Mr. Ben Jimenez, Mr. Dave Holloway, Ms. Janelle Walters, Mr. Larry Myers, and Mr. Mike Marsh. Both Mrs. Walters and Mr. Myers have been instrumental in preparing for today's ceremony. Mr. Myers is also our senior class administrator. Your fortitude, guidance, and support of our graduates over the past years is greatly appreciated. You guys, today is a great day to become a Manhattan High School graduate. This class has done great and difficult things. This class has submitted over 15,000 volunteer hours during your time at Manhattan High School. This class will receive $1.5 million in scholarships during your first year in post-secondary education. And over a 4-year period, $4.8 million in scholarship. That comes with a catch. Don't forget about the all-important scholarship renewal process, really important. 50 of you are midterm and early graduates. That's not an easy task. Within our 19 state-approved career and technical education pathways, there are over 150 graduates who are career and pathway concentrators. Over 50 graduates will be awarded the World Language Kansas Seal of Biliteracy. There are numerous league champions, state performers, national qualifiers, and distinguished and district and state honor ensemble members. Of our 37 concurrent and dual credit college classes taught at Manhattan High School, you have earned well over 2,000 college hours. You have taken over 500 AP exams. Specifically this year, 113 of you have taken 257 AP exams. Like I said, this class has done great and difficult things. During April and May of 2020, your sophomore year, I remember being in Manhattan High School looking down points to a Manhattan that was eerily silent. And I also remember walking through the halls. Those halls were built to be filled with Manhattan High School students, accompanied by the noises of joy of student interaction, but it wasn't. It was also eerily silent. I wondered how long it would take Manhattan High School to recover and return to a school full of the amazing activities that shaped our school culture. As quickly as normal activities shut down, we felt the pressure and understood that we needed to get back to our normal, the Manhattan High School normal. I believe the accolades that I previously mentioned are just some of the examples that prove that these graduates did everything that they could to preserve and care for the things that make our school great. You remind me of runners of a relay race waiting for a baton. Or if you're like me and your relay race's experience is limited to elementary field days, you're waiting the same way, with a hand out waiting for your baton or your hand to be touched. It's the same reaction. Your arm and hand extended out, and you're eagerly waiting for that baton or to be touched in your hand, ready to run your race. With excitement, energy, and even with some uneasiness and worry, you were ready to run and finish your race. Class of 2022, you have run your race well. I truly appreciate your patience as we figured out how to maneuver through the barriers and get back to the things that we desperately needed. I appreciate this class for bringing back the success and sense of normalcy to our school. In you, I see kindness, patience, caring for others that should be an example to our world. I'm extremely proud of you guys, and it's been my honor to serve you as principal. I'm confident that whatever road you take, your experiences at Manhattan High School will take you on that road and you'll be successful. Again, you have run this race well, and congratulations. At this time, Dr. Marvin Wade, our Superintendent of Schools, will introduce our school officials who have been instrumental in shaping the education of our graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Dorst. It's my honor to introduce members of the USD 383 Board of Education. Board President Kurt Herman, Board Vice President Darrell Eady, and board members Kristen Brighton, Carla Hagemeister, Jamie Morris Hardiman, and Christine Wexelman. It is also my privilege to recognize USD 383 Assistant Superintendent Eric Reed. Please join me in another round of applause for these outstanding leaders.
Ella Rulifson, Manhattan High School Student Council President, will introduce our speakers today. Ella is a daughter of Tad and Rebecca Rulifson. In spring of 2021, Ella was selected second team All-Centennial League and second team All-State in soccer. Spring of 2022, she was selected to be captain of the Manhattan High School girls soccer team. Ella has been on honor rolls all 4 years, a member of National Honor Society, participant in the Distinguished Service Program, and treasurer of Tribe her senior year. Ella plans to attend Emporia State University, where she will join the soccer team and major in biology on a pre-med track. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Rulifson.
Up first, we have Ashi Wickramasundara. Ashi is the child of Ganga Heterotarachi and Chitra Archari. I'm so sorry. They are the student body vice president, president of Key Club, secretary of Environmental Club, student representative on the Committee of Diversity and Inclusion, and a programs manager for the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Organization. Ashi has conducted research for the past 10 years for various science fairs and attended the International Science and Engineering Fair twice in their high school career. They have also been on the honor roll all 4 years. Ashi will attend Rutgers University in the fall studying psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashi Wickramasundara.
Hey everyone, as you heard, I'm Ashi, and I'm apparently going to give a commencement speech. I was kind of like walking in with everyone else, and they said, go to the stage. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Ella starts, I was like, okay, here's our commencement speaker. And I was like, she had my whole bio ready, and I'm like, fan behavior. So this is me stalling awkwardly until I find the speech here. But in the meantime, get your phones out, record me. I want this to go viral so I can drop out of college. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Okay, so here we go. Thank you all for attending this momentous occasion. I'd like to give a special thanks to my parents, my friends, the faculty and staff. Special shout out to MK, Carlson, Andreessen, Sapp, Julian, and Kurt Laub. And of course, the Academy. I plan on reusing this speech when I get an Oscar or something prestigious. So, high school. It's been a mess in every sense of the word. I mean, we survived 2 pandemics, COVID-19 and mullets coming back. Not many people can say that. We knew from the get-go that High School Musical was a lie and Gabriella was a role-stealing thief who ruined Sharpay's life. But we definitely didn't see this one coming. But we made it through, and I cannot express how proud I am of us. All those late nights trying to finish an assignment that your teacher decided not to take for a grade, those long class meetings and endless videos from the Jostens guys, And those substitute teachers who somehow mispronounce the most basic names. Like, I honestly feel bad for, while I feel bad for Annas out there who are sobbing over having their names mispronounced as Anna, have you heard my name? Yeah. Ella, that's for you. So, I know it wasn't easy, but the good times must have been good enough to help us get here. That, or you felt bad about asking Mrs. Spreer if high school was mandatory to get a job in the future, so you just kind of stuck it out for a little while longer. But it's obvious that we spent high school in different ways. Some people fought tooth and nail to get an athletic scholarship or academic honors, while others gained notoriety from their repeated appearances on the MHS bad parking account. But now we're in matching caps and gowns, mandated outfits. It's kind of like the socially accepted version of Alcatraz. It's like the movie Holes, but I'm the hotter version of Shia LaBeouf. Anyways, a huge part of me wants to rant about high school being meaningless and a waste of about 1/4 of my life, but I don't want to get sent back to the mental ward. I'm on strike 2 or something, and I do not want to tempt fate today. Ooh. So let me tell you about something that recently put my life into perspective. I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean with Mr. Andreessen, as one does after failing a chemistry test. I still owe him a thermodynamics test, so I'm not a graduate yet. And Captain Teague said, "It's not about living forever, Jackie. The trick is living with yourself forever." Right now, we're young. We have our whole lives ahead of us. We think we're invincible. But at the end of the day, we're not. We're just like everyone else, a cheap piece of china waiting to be broken. So how are you going to make life worth living as yourself? Are you going to write a commencement speech in one night because it's already a week late and you can't avoid Mrs. Walters any longer? Are you going to get the most assists in a game? Are you going to be the parent your own couldn't be? Who do you want to be, and how are you going to be that person? Think about your life goals, your plans, your social security number, your passions, your mom's phone number, and write those down after this shindig and give them to me for research purposes. Y'all, you heard that I like research. Anyways, but back on that train of thought about introspection, I want you to picture an Uber driver. No, not James Corden. That's carpool care charges you $30 for just breathing in the car. Now picture yourself as that Uber driver. When you really think about it, humans are kind of like Ubers. Just hear me out. You have to get on a little app and sell yourself to others, which is equivalent to LinkedIn or Tinder in real life. Not that I would know that second one. And humans are kind of, which is equivalent to LinkedIn or Tinder in other life, sorry. You have to feel confident in your ride, first of all. Maybe your little Honda Civic has flames on the side and a sick muffler, or maybe you own a truck with a lot of bumper stickers. You know who you are. The point is that you have to love your car. In this case, you have to love yourself. You have to hype up the vehicle you're in for this life. Some days you're gonna get stuck in traffic, staring at the guy driving on the shoulder of the road, and you have to make a split-second decision. Are you gonna follow him and take the easy way out, or are you gonna stand your ground as yet another car cuts you off? That car might be me, just saying, I'm a bad driver. You're gonna feel like you're stuck in traffic sometimes, watching your friends zoom past you while you're at a particularly long stop. It's especially hard on those days. But you can't afford to let your car's gas per mileage plummet, not in this economy. Gas costs more than $4 right now. Oh my gosh. I mean, gas is so expensive that I can't even drive to clear my head anymore. I just have to stay home and fight my demons there. And that's how you know you're an adult, when you're angry about gas prices all of a sudden. Like, I watch the news now. No more bubble guppies. So back to my really long analogy about Ubers. Some people are just stepping in your life to get to another destination, but their journey isn't definitive of yours. Your life is going to offer so much more than idle chats about the weather while the radio plays 80s hits. So roll down your windows and give the cops something to talk about. Do some off-roading, muck up your carriage. Make mistakes and get to the places you want to be. The point is that you do it in a way that makes you happy. Like, when you're old and decrepit, like I'm talking halfway in the coffin type of beat, you want to be able to look back on your life and be satisfied. What that looks like is different for everyone, so why waste time trying to be someone else? Live life for yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you, and surely no one else could ever be a better you than yourself. Also, I love how I spent like a minute talking about cars, even though I am in fact the person that would put olive oil in it when I have to change the oil. Like, I've just had 5 different lights blinking on my car for the last year. And I mean, all my knowledge about cars comes from the movie Cars and watching Sydney Sweeney fix up classics. I am a multifaceted man, if you couldn't tell. Okay, so you all know I couldn't stand up here and preach without admitting my own faults too. So I just held you in metaphorical shackles while shoving advice down your throat that you could have learned from Sesame Street. Like, special shout out to Elmo. He really helped me through these hard times. So let me tell you a personal story to segue this into yet another piece of advice. I know I'm making a lot of jokes, and while it's mainly my way of coping with the dark and quite frankly out-of-pocket thoughts in my head, I also use it to keep people at arm's length. It's easier to be the person you think I am than one that needs medication every day to think that I deserve a place on this earth with the rest of you. In the span of 4 months last year, I made 2 attempts on my life. Let's just say I lost my painkiller privileges. My mom locked that up real tight. So things were so bad that I could hardly recognize myself anymore. Who was a starved and overworked person setting up camp in my body? Who was I supposed to be if I hardly wanted to be at all? You know, Hamlet, get what I'm saying? Man was not joking. So there was a time during this period where I was alive but not living. I'm fiercely independent, but I won't hesitate to admit that I needed help. I needed help on those days where I couldn't get out of bed, on the days where I couldn't bear to look at myself, on the days I felt absolutely worthless and lost. I really can't thank my friends and family enough for being there for me, and you know what? Yes, that does mean my therapist is my friend. A paid friend, but a friend nonetheless. And I also want to extend that thanks to you guys. Even though I haven't been open about the more intimate details about my battle with depression and mental illness, you have all helped me in little ways. You believed in me, my ability to lead the class, my ability to graduate, and my ability to give this speech. Still don't know why you did this, but you know, I'm here. You guys have made me feel accepted and normal for once in my life. You've given me a place that I can just exist away from my doubts and worries, and I'll always be grateful for that. So, how many of you know the quote, blood is thicker than water? Let's see a show of hands. Y'all, please raise your hand. This is gonna be awkward. All right, cool, put your hands down. And seeing as that kind of worked, single ladies in the house, raise your hand. Call me after this, okay. So, you all have been lied to. I know it's hard to hear those words, but the quote has been purposely cropped to imply that familial bonds trump all others in your life. The actual saying is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Your found family is who you should hold close to your heart, and that doesn't mean your blood family doesn't fall under that category as well, but you have to surround yourself with people who are going to love you no matter what. Find the people who are going to encourage you to be yourself, who take the time to see who you really are, because that effort alone will set them apart from all the other people who pass by in your life. Many things in this life are temporary. Friendships, family, feelings, the promise of tomorrow. So never take them for granted while you have it. Don't lament on its loss when it's too late. There's already so much pain in this world, and I refuse to add to it right now. You know, I think the nature of life itself is suffering, but it's our job to find the beauty of it with each other. Together is the only way to truly live life, and that's a terrifying thought because I'm actually an introvert. So that means my social battery is like insanely low at the moment, and I need to wrap this up. Like my leg's shaking under here, I'm doing like the stanky leg. I'm sorry, guys. So this last year exposed us to the ugliness we've let seep into our society. The hatred, the discrimination and abuse, and the utter lack of consideration to the lives of other human beings. Luckily, our community faced those challenges by coming together, regardless of race, religious affiliation, politics, and whatever else sets us apart on paper. At the end of the day, we all know we're in this together. You know what, cue the High School Musical soundtrack. It's just playing in the background in my mind. So even though we all know that Sharpay was robbed and deserved reparations for the way she was villainized in our youth, along with Squidward and Jade from Victorious, yeah. And I said what I said, and I will not comment further on that. So, nothing about our time at MHS has been easy. But if we learn nothing else from these last 4 years, from the Black Lives Matter movement, the COVID-19 pandemic, the invasion of Ukraine, the attack on the AAPI community, the war on reproductive rights, then just know that showing up for each other makes a difference. I'm alive today because someone showed up for me, so stop being a loser and hug someone who showed up for you. Y'all, I'm waiting in the crowd. Come on, guys. Okay. And I know that's a super corny way to end this speech, but at least I was never the person to write hags in your yearbook. For Gen X and boomers in the crowd, that means have a great summer. Anyways, thank you, and remember that I love you guys. We finally made it. Also, after this ceremony, I'm going to be single, legal, and a high school graduate.
The next speaker is Maverick Agson. Maverick Agson is the son of Travis and Jenny Agson. Through his academic and working career, he has been a bit of everything. Maverick has been a gardener, a furniture builder, a chemist, and a debate class lawyer vouching for water safety. Between the academics and responsibilities that have surrounded his life so far, the most life-changing experience he has had have been when he's surrounded by people and communities that support each other. He hopes to take these experiences and apply them to his dream career. Maverick plans to move to the East Coast, where he will attend the Carpenter's Boat Shop, which specializes in construction of traditionally built wooden ships. Ladies and gentlemen, Maverick Agson.
Is this all right to adjust? Do you know if this is all right to adjust? Yes. All right. Afternoon, everyone. As a prelude to this speech, I would like to thank the faculty of Manhattan High School for their generous support in the assembly of this graduation ceremony. I would also like to thank them for sticking through the challenges that have been presented these last few years, from hybrid schedule and quarantine to the awkward transitionary period to relative normalcy. There are systems in schools who would have done half the work they've done and called it good, yet they have done their utmost to present as many opportunities to the students as possible. One opportunity being the speeches me and Ashi are giving. Thank you not only for your support, but for placing your confidence in us all for the last 4 years. I'd also like to thank the members of this community who have made this assembly possible. From the Coliseum, the band, and the crowd spanning from door to door, the very nature of this event is indicative of the support this community has for its youth. And to all of you in the crowd this afternoon who have chosen to come and celebrate with us, I humbly thank you, and I hope you understand the gravitas that this ceremony carries. In 2019, Kansas reached a record high school graduation rate of 88.3%, only for it to fall in 2020 to 88.1%, according to datacenterkidscount.org. That 0.2% equates to a total of 145,000 students, enough to fill this Coliseum 11 times over with an extra 8,143 students to spare. Clearly, the shift in local learning from predictable and concrete to uncertain and fungible has not been without its toll on the youth. When I say this ceremony has gravitas, it is because of the hurdles that we have had to overcome to get here, hurdles which have shaken an increasing number of our brethren. To all of you who have made it to this ceremony, your accomplishment is something to celebrate. Though the years have been tumultuous and turbulent, take the lessons you've learned from them in stride. To the stars through difficulty. The motto that's surrounded us since first stepping foot on Kansas soil encompasses the proper attitude. To reach the stars, you must first breach the atmosphere, a barrier that upon impact, burns asteroids to dust and debris to distant memory. But despite the heat it takes to break out, Kansas has proven to be a breeding ground for strong people. Eisenhower, Earhart, John Brown, names synonymous with leadership and conviction, have all been tempered within the kiln of the heartland. Graduates and community members, before you continue with your journey in this world, before you go to test your mettle reaching for the stars, allow me to share a few words with you. Please give them your consideration, contemplation, and compassion. The students who sit before you, your sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters, have elected our voices to speak to you. While it is a tremendous honor to stand before you, it is nothing if you do not hear us. The last few years have left our connections to one another hemorrhaging through our fingertips. Our voices have been used to wedge our communities into pieces, fractioned into uncountable obscurity. So let this be the ceremony where we tourniquet this wound, where we reform this connection between the several generations in this room. Because whoever we are, there's a special kind of fire that exists in us all. It strikes first when we're very young, in the first rousing speech we hear, in the first sacrifice that touches us. I see it in my sister, my brother. I hear it in the town square even after the pickets and signs have left. You can feel it grow with every atrocity and vile act of injustice, and feel that burn quicken with every victory. But just as fuel can be used up and burned away, that anger we feel can just as easily run dry, being expelled in spades by turning our words upon each other, turning kitchens into a battleground and the kitchen table into a war room. No one goes into the world with a desire to do wrong, and I hope that assumption holds true to every single person in this room. However, one unifying factor in all the populations of history who have caused irreparable harm upon one another is becoming content to wisp away our discontent on others who would otherwise become our loyal and invaluable allies. When you so willingly and passionately throw away the ability to discuss and discourse with those around you, it burns your bridges to a crisp and douses that fire inside of you until there's nothing left and you're just as dark and pitted as the very institutions you sought to destroy. Something said at the very beginning of August comes to mind when in the debate classroom, Mr. Promeny addressed our class on the coming challenges of the year by saying, "In this classroom, we want to foster good people." I wish more people had this mindset because we need to be good people. We need people willing to stand in the scorch of discourse. We need those courageous souls who engage with the movers, thinkers, and shakers of our day. We need platforms and speakers through which the world can hear our voices. We need to communicate civilly and treat those who differ in perspective as a gateway, not a wall, because we in our generation are by destiny rather than by choice the vanguards of the future. As our forefathers become too weak to hold the sword, we are the defending force that must pave the way to ensure a world better than today. We emerge into a world divided, in some parts by pride and in others by more physical barriers. Metaphorical or physical, when we hit a wall, we must push through it. As strong as brick and mortar may be, it is nothing compared to our fire, our spirit, our desire. Even the strongest of metal bars can be melted away. Class, teachers, business owners, families young and old, on the stage or lounging in the nosebleeds. Remember, whatever separates us, we are tied within a single inescapable garment of destiny. We cannot sit idly by and not be concerned by what's happened in our world and what's happened in our communities. We are, in our generation, by destiny more than by choice, left to confront the ills and problems left by those who walked through this room 20, 30, even 50 years ago. And in facing these problems, we need to set the standard for the next generation. We need to be the change we want to see in this world. Because life is hard and it's not getting any easier, especially when we make it harder for each other. We all affect each other in different ways we can't even see, so be conscious of the difference you can make in a person's life, even in the small actions we take. It's the small kindnesses that make all the difference in this world. If you take anything from my words tonight, take this. We are here because we will change the world. We are the difference we want to see in this world. We are the solution. We are the bandage that will heal this continent. We may become doctors, lawyers, construction workers, designers, or soldiers, but when you come from Kansas soil, from the day you're born to the day you die, you will always be an astronaut shooting for the stars through difficulty. And though dark times there may be, no matter how dark that horizon may seem, keep shooting for those stars, because it's always darkest just before the sunrise. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashi, and thank you, Maverick, for your presentations today. It is my pleasure to introduce the outstanding class of 2022. There are many excellent scholars, gifted athletes, and promising young adults in the Manhattan High School class of 2022. Seniors, I wish you the very best in your postgraduate adventures. Class, I ask that you stand at this time. Dr. Wade, President Kurt Herman, and board members, I present to you the class of 2022. All individuals present have met the requirements of graduation set forth by USD 383 Board of Education and the state of Kansas. You guys can be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Dorst. I'm pleased to approve these students as members of the MHS graduating class of 2022. Before turning the podium over to Kristen Brighton, I want to share a few comments with our new graduates. First, you are to be commended for the tremendous amount of success you have already attained. You have been recognized for excellence in academics, arts, athletics, community service, and many other areas. You should be proud of the manner in which you have excelled because you have not had it easy. You have overcome countless obstacles, survived a global pandemic, and succeeded together. As you leave USD 383, I encourage you to remember lessons learned at Manhattan High School and to do your part to make the world a better place. Act in a manner consistent with your core beliefs. Research shows that people who know what they believe and who live in accordance with those beliefs have healthier, happier, and longer lives. Remember, you can be successful, strong, and compassionate. Treat others with kindness and respect. Stand your ground when necessary, and give support to others when they confront the wrongs of our world. Maintain a sense of optimism. When Fortune magazine identified its 50 greatest leaders, a common thread they all shared was relentless optimism. And continue to view challenges as an opportunity to make a difference in our world. Congratulations on your graduation. I wish all of you much continued success. Ms. Brighton.
It's almost trite to offer this class our congratulations. As a parent of a member of this class, I may be a bit biased, but I think the class of 22 deserves more than just your typical pat on the back. Everyone's heard this too many times already, but this class really has had to overcome an extra set of hurdles to get here, and that should be acknowledged and celebrated. When we are stretched, we grow. Rather than bemoaning the challenges we faced these past 3 school years, let's embrace the positive ways we've grown together. In honor of your accomplishments, I've put together a list of critical life lessons I'm pretty sure that most of you have learned as the result of attending Manhattan High School during some of the most unprecedented times in recent history. Let's see if any of these ring true. 1, teachers will do just about anything to help their student learn. Last year, teachers had to practically do backflips to keep you engaged during online classes. This year, they had to rediscover what it's like to teach when their students aren't on mute. And let me tell you, it has not been easy for anyone. Seriously, teachers had to go above and beyond to keep school going these past 2 years. Please, take a few minutes before you leave school for the last time and thank them for all they've done. 2, life will not always give you a free lunch, but while it lasts, it's pretty nice. For those who would have bought lunch every day the past 2 school years, you have saved nearly $1,000, almost $1,500 if you would have purchased lunch and breakfast. That's like at least 2 college textbooks. For those with younger brothers or sisters in your households, don't expect this special perk to last forever, as everyone will be going back to paying for meals next year. At least that's the current plan. School isn't about the building, it's about the people. I mean, gosh, this year you had to cope with TikTok bathroom vandalism, a flood in C Hall, the ever-present smell of paint, and crazy construction sounds interrupting class. Let's all give a round of applause to the MHS staff for keeping things going despite when the unexpected happened. For best results, masks go over both the mouth and nose. And for special occasions, they can be bedazzled or dyed to match formal attire. We appreciate your willingness to wear masks at so many school events these past few years. I'm incredibly thankful we did not have to issue mandatory hazmat suits for prom. 5, if you see something funny going on at school, make an Instagram account to immortalize it. It's so wonderful that many of you have taken the time this year to document people parking poorly, sleeping in class, speed walking, or making up additional MHS Instagram accounts. I hope all of you haven't blocked your parents from participating in the fun. 6, showing up early is key to being on time and getting a parking place. Your school board appreciates that no one has gotten run over this year. We know parking has been brutal, and we appreciate you taking one for the team. The parking situation at MHS should soon be better once you're all gone. 7, when you're ready to enter the workforce, remember Mr. Dorst's mantra: show up on time, every day, ready to work hard, have a good attitude, and be drug-free. And if you're looking for employment, USD 383 has many excellent opportunities available, from driving buses to working as a paraprofessional. Apply today at usd383.org. 8, be the person who rolls with the punches and does what's asked of them with a smile. Living in a world trying to function normally despite a pandemic has taught all of us to pivot even the best made plans on short notice. Keep practicing these flexibility traits, as they will come in handy throughout your lifetime. Good things come to those who accept change and respond positively to whatever challenges life deals them. And number 9, most sincerely, be kind. You never know what someone else is going through. These past few years have been about meeting people where they are, being compassionate, forgiving, inclusive, and asking others going through tough times how you can help. Please continue to take this lesson to heart and into the world with you. We all have dark days, but none of us should ever feel alone. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, I accept this graduating class of 2022. We are so very proud of each of you for persevering through your, shall I say, unique high school years. As you go out into the world, please stay connected to Manhattan High and your school district. Find ways to give back to the alma mater and the students who come after you. But most of all, please enjoy this very special day, celebrating safely with your friends and loved ones. You certainly deserve it. Thank you, and best wishes for whatever comes next in life for each of you.
Thank you, Dr. Wade and Mrs. Brighton. I think this is a record. We've gone through 2 student speakers, and it was actually the board member that mentioned parking. So thank you. And that being said, I truly, off script here a little bit, you guys are a great class. Many, many hurdles, but you guys have been wonderful to work with, walk the halls beside, and to encourage and be encouraged from. So I thank you guys. Manhattan High School class of 2022, please stand at this time. You now may move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. All right. The front row can come forward at this time to receive your diplomas. The rest of you may be seated until it's your turn. I would like to thank Manhattan High School faculty members Dustin Dunch, Tim Eckert, Crystal Kleiner-Neff, and Mary Chris Robertson for serving as commencement readers. As the students pass through, please pay attention to the notes in your program. Students who have completed more than 100 hours of community service will be wearing red cords. Students with 3.5 or higher GPA will be wearing gold cords, and National Honor Society members who have completed attendance and participation requirements will be wearing blue and white cords. Students sitting on my right side are going to enter on the right and exit to the left. Students on my left side enter through the left and exit to the right. Unfortunately, the Coliseum floor is closed this year to guests, and you will not be able to come down to the floor to take pictures.
William Thomas Adair. Alaola Joshua Adeniji. Maverick Clinton Agson. Sebastian Bryant. Cole Andrew Aiken. Good job, Cole. Mary Elizabeth Aldrink. Aloe Aladris. Going up. Amira Alafela-Cowie. Yasmin Allen. Gladiola Alonso. Paige Isabel Altavote. Kylie Marie Anhorn. Simon J. Ansley. Carlos Aparicio Lopez. Gavin Daniel Applegren. Kyra Aerosmith. Christopher David Archer. Emily May Ashmore. Mohammed Shazab Asif. John Robert Ockley. Ava Grace Barr. Seth M. Bailey. Addie Elizabeth Ballou. Ellie Lane Ballou. Devin J. Balzer. Blazon D. Bomas. Kyla E. Barnett. Alexia Juliet Barr. Eduardo Barrera. Joshua J. Bass. Joshua J. Bass. Paul David Botts. Antonio Stephen Battle. Pablo David Baseria Londano. Ethan Elliott Bellier. Kira Binko. Samari Berry. Tyler Byer. Emilia Ray Bice. Cody Lane Bivens. Gilberto Bonilla Martinez. Jansen James Kiola Hia Borge. Colleen Hannah Boyer. Alex Benjamin Boyle. Bailey Oscar Boyles. Charlie G. Bradfield. Carissa Claire Brantz. Evelyn Jeanette Breeden. Jasmine Lene Bridges. Evan S. Brott. Jacob James Brown. Tayton Alexander Brown. Tucker Riley Bruner. Braden Matthew Burke. Catherine Alexandra Burton. John Robert Campbell. Ruby Noemi Cantu. Jillian Ruth Carter. Luca Ellis Cave. Coy Daniel Cavender. Ava Che. Esther Chacon. Sydney Grace Hibba. Eva Marie Cleary. Emma Marie Clyde. Rachel LaRue Korn. Mackenzie A. Kramer. Madison R. Kramer. Mitchell William Crawford. Liliana Pauline Cruz. Akira Ona Maria Colbertson. Miller M. Cyphers. Lyric Arena Lynn Darden. Hannah Assumption David. Bella Davis. Parker Logan Dottie. Larissa De Leon. Samuel Greer DeLong. Emma Grace Deeker. Braden Scott Dinkle. Grace Caroline Dixon. Liliana Dominguez. Anissa Nadi Doherty. Griffin Douglas. Ella M. Donovan. Cole Ian Dunham. Lucy Ellen Dunning. Paige M. Dupler. Rachel Marie Edie. Deshawn I. Edwards. Joseph M. Efkin.
Good job. You did it.
Marcus Abraham Jawan Elner. Colleen Elamogo. Daniel S. Smiley. Courtney Paige Eubanks. Naya Evans Pryor. Kira Lee Facey. Zach Fair. Joshua Fan. Olivia Grace Fatelli. Sacia Pamela Figueroa Tucios. Lizeth Flores. Jet Edward Ford. Alexis Nicole Forsyth. Isabel Gant. Hallie Gal. Garrett Bryce Gibbons. Savannah Lachey Gilmore. Elise Gerard. Chase Heritage Glasscock. Camila Gomez. Alyssa Gonzalez Holguin. Daniel Gotch. Cervantes Graham. Meredith Brooke Graves. Hannah Yvonne Grayson. Annika Grace Hageman. Kyler Lane Hahn. Jackson Scott Hainstock. Kayla Rain Haley. Heidi Elizabeth Hansen. Ryan Elizabeth Harney. Malachi Harris. Haley Alexis Hastings. Roman Lynn Hay. Derek Zhang He. Chloe Ann Henderson. Takumi Jacob Hendricks. Wyatt Harvey Hinton. Leslie Hernandez. Krager J. Hewins. Grace Sharon Higgins. Ronald Eugene Hill Jr. Sophia Rose Hillard. Zachary Andrew Mason Hershey. Marley Ann Hodges. Philip Hohen. Trey Darnell Holloway. Good job. Trey Darnell Holloway. Hayden Robert Holmberg. Hayden Robert Holmberg. Talik Houston. Talik Houston. Grace A. Hutchinson. Amber Marie Hutzler. Tawila Levestina Elalio. Tawila Levestina Elalio. Skylar Lee Engel. Jackson Beatty Ivester. Jackson Beatty Ivester. Jesse James Jackson Jr. That's a lot of J's. Jesse James Jackson, Jr. Nice job. Samara Elizabeth Jacobs. Natalie Faith Jane. You got it. Natalie Faith Jane. Isaiah Deshaun Johnson. Seth Dylan Johnson. Ashley Elizabeth Jones. Brett Wayne Jones. Gabriel Oscar Katzenmeyer. Carter Ray Kaus. Jenna Marie Keeley. Anna Keenan. Carter Lewis Kiesecker. Matthew Allen Kelly. Andrew J. Kim. Dean Stephen Lynn Kinderconnect. Estella Ann Clanderman. Avery Elizabeth Kunicki. Kylie M. Corner. Ezekiel William Cole. Emma Theron Cone. Rachel Grace Kovar. Joshua William Kirk. Zoe E. Kyle. Baptiste LaCroix. Jonah Z. Lancaster. Riley M. Lancaster. Ethan James Leonard. Hannah Marie Lewis. Keelan Brielle Lewillier. Jacob T. Linderer.
Luke Liu. Christopher Long. Megan Adele Long. Guinevere Elise Lopez. Zoe Jade Lopez. Hannah Elizabeth Laub. Ariana M. Lowry. Jamari Lucius Mickey. Whoop. Delaney Lunsway. Shazaya Mamond. Anderson Patrick Marks. Alyssa Anai Martinez. Aracela Martinez. Ronald William Marks. Alana Madeline Simone McCaskill. Jeannie Kim McClelland. Nicholas James McGoy. Cade William McIlvain. Tanner James McIntosh. Dominic Jerome Mesa. Tristan Matevier. Mattis Metlevsky. Maya minus. Jason Tyler Mitchell. Tristan Lindell Montgomery. Adriana Renee Moody. Brandon Moots. Caitlin Marie Morand. Emmanuel S. Mortensen. Frank B. Mosier. Joshua Nathaniel Moeller. Nathan Doyle Mullins. Alayla Zoe Muniz. Bentley Marie Merle. Zoe Margaret Meyer. Bailey Nall. Abrar Nasser. Logan Ann Neitzel. Nathan Reed Nelson. Brooklyn Hope Newcomer. Dishana Deepashika Nilawira. Annika Elizabeth Knipe. Lowell Locus O'Haver. Bethany Elena Atkin. Elisa Melena Oler. Elijah J. Ostrom. Eli Ortiz. Ananya Venkata Pagadala. Kendall Reese Palmgren. Giselle Patanaitakul Flores. Jessica Juyong Park. Tyler Michael Parker. Kay Kalina Penabaz. Tyler Peer. Karime Ariel Pareda. Brisa Lisbeth Perez. Cade William Perkins. Mackenzie Lee Perkins. Kylie Grace Peterman. Hunter Lynn Phillips. Ray Nicholas Pittenger. Juliana Michelle Poe. Madeline June Ponto. Kelton David Poole. Kirsten Cheyenne Pope Hennahocky. Riley Elizabeth Price. Kendall Renee Proctor. Landon Tyler Quisenberry. Hercy Ramos Verdeo. Abdullah Rashid. Dang it. Diego Miguel Reed. Leah Suhi Reed. Zoe Renee Rempel. Kinsey Renfro. Antoine Mackay Riddick. Andriessa Dawn Reedy. Carla Patricia Rivera. William Joseph Robin. Geraldine Melissa Rodriguez. Vicente Rodriguez Ornelas. Anthony Robert Rossi. Genesis Rueda Gonzalez. Ella Paige Rulifson. Jacob Allen Roop. Joshua Tarek Salem. Jeremiah Sam. Braden Andrew Sanneman. Athena Ray Sargent. Trey Earl Souter. Nathan Wade Savage. Monroe Bell Say.
Maya.
New guy.
Jonathan Paul Sheely. Colby Schultz. Brendan Joseph Shell. Braden Showmaker. Tegan K. Schroller. Lola E. Scruggs. Ava Elizabeth Sergi. Gavin Thomas Sergi. Haley Seward. Claire Jean Schomburg. Danielle Shamir. David Allen Shaw. Phoebe Jade Sherwin. Paige Akira Solano. Abigail Hope Smith. Bryn Marie Smith. Kendrick E. Smith. Rhett Lawson Smith. Vincent Stiles Smith. Grant Daniel Snowden. David Moshopefalua Sasanya. Emmett Anderson Spa. Allison Rachel St. Laurent. Amanda Rose Stafford. Gavin Christopher Starling. Noah Taylor Stewart. Merrick Steinwand. Caitlin Hope Stoney. Aubrey Brooks Strother. Bryn L. Stoltz. Emma Grace Sturm. Trinity Ziane Soltz. Sarah Talbot. Ronan Manley Tanona. Elizabeth Christine Toshek. Easton M. Taylor. Nathan M. Tenkate. Caitlin Joanne Terrell. Cameron V. Thomas. Molly E. Thomas. Thomas James Teedy. Paulo Sergio Tolentino. Cadence Oriana Tovio Miller. Dominic Tracy. Fallon Ryan Trojanowski. Landon James Trollope. Morgan Marie Turner. Rylan J. Uffman. Jeremy Underwood. Sam Lucas Unger. Yadira Valdivia. Stephen Valendavedo. Kyle Eagle Vandruff. Elaine Van Horn. Jasmine Vizcaino. Alex Walker. Joshua. Carson Joshua Walker. Celine Lee Wallace. Brandon Allen Wallace Newsome. Ryan Jacob Ward. Alyssa C. Weber. Jonathan Finley Wiefeld. Samuel K. Weinhold. How did I say Hunter Dean Wellman. Eden Claire Westfall. EJ James Whitfield. S, okay. Wickramasundara. Ashi S. Wickramasundara. Nathan Gowdy Williams. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan David Wilson. Chelsea Danielle Wineland. Abraham Winkler. Laverty. Corinne Laverty Withroder. Adam M. Wollenberg. Kylie Nicole Yausi. Carly J. Yee. Zambrano. Marco Zambrano. And it's Andrea Zavala. Grayson Nicole Zika. Save the best for last. Congratulations. Emma Zurich.
Not that we're watching or anything.
We go over 2 hours. That's
Then you start going to the bathroom and stuff.
Graduates, for the rest of your lives, you will always be able to have the bond of being Manhattan High School alumni. Go out into the world and continue to use your talents, your skills, your abilities, and passions to make it better. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Manhattan High School graduates of 2022.